Hello friends, till now we have seen table creation, table properties, indexes, relations, data types. Today we will see forms and menu items. As you know, we have created these four tables. Employee table, this is employee details table, employee family details, this is pay element table and employee salary table. So we will design forms for these tables. You know forms are user interface. So I have created one layout for the forms which we have to develop today. So this is the form, this is the employee detail form. All these fields are from employee table. All are this table. I have used the same fields. So this is our form layout. In this form I want this grid layout, one filter, two buttons. So if I click on family detail button, my requirement is to open this family detail form where I should be able to capture the family information against that employee. Similarly, I want one more button. If I click on salary, I should see the respective salary of that employee. So here the relation concept will come. So we will see the practical implementation of relations we already created between these tables in our last video. So let's see in the system how we can design these forms. So let us create this form in the system. New item, I will name it as pp underscore pl detail. See, the form is created. Now the form designer is broken into three areas. One is the form pane, second is the design pane, third is this preview pattern pane. So we'll go one by one. So in this form pane I have data source. What I will do, my data source for this form is pp underscore ampl table. I will drag this table inside this node. So now I can set these properties. If I want user to not create, delete, edit, so I can set this property. So these are the properties which I can set here. Now let us see the design node. In design node we can set these properties. Caption, first is caption. In caption this is shown in the title of the form. So generally it is usually the table name. We can write this employee detail. Another property is data source. So data source is the same table name, pp underscore we select the table. So the child nodes in the form will use this as the default data source property. So this is very important property. And the third is the title data source. So now after setting this property title data source to pp underscore ampl table, this form you will use the title field properties from the table. We have seen the title field 1, title field 2 in the table properties. So by this the form will invoke that properties here, and this will display the title field in the form. So we have set this property. Now comes to the pattern. So what is the pattern? Here you see is a pattern unspecified, it is coming. If you see here, so pattern defines the basic structure of form. It defines types of control that are permissible. Also we can set metadata properties on some controls. So let us define the pattern. Now how we will know what type of pattern we can use for this layout? So our layout is this type. For this form we have to we want this grid type. So I know, if you see right click, if you right click it, apply pattern, there are so many patterns. From my experience I know this, the pattern I need is simple list. So if you don't know, if you want to see the patterns, which pattern is applicable, there is a list available in Microsoft Dynamics. You can go here, go to add-ins and run form patterns report. If you click this report, it will take few seconds. After that this will save the report in your documents. So with this we can see what else forms are available in the system and the layout patterns. So this will give a good idea, and we'll see the examples of different patterns. and from that we can select our pattern. But with experience you will know what type of pattern we need. See out now the message came is written to disk. So we go to our documents, see the report is here. So this report will list down all the styles, patterns the standard Microsoft Dynamics Forms has. So I will apply the filter on this. So let's see our pattern simple list. So one by one you can select, you can see the example layout. So I will see how simple list pattern looks like. So this will list down all the forms. Here we have the list of forms. Here we will list the patterns applicable to that form. Now we can take one example like say cust group form use simple list pattern. So here we can go and we can see in the user interface in forms how simple list patterns look like. So we have seen the cust group has the same pattern which we are using. So if we open in designer, let's wait for the preview. See, so it's similar which we want to develop like this. In this also there's grid, filter and few buttons, one button is there. So similarly we will create our form. This just I explain you so that anytime when you want to explore what type of form uses which pattern and how many types of patterns available, so this will help you, this will guide you. So I will close this for now, you can refer it. So we will apply simple list pattern for our form. Apply pattern simple list. See, so now we have applied our simple list pattern. So have you noticed as soon as I applied pattern, this pattern section pop-ups with some information underneath pattern tab. Actually this is kind of guide on how to build this form. So these are the sections I am looking for. I need to have one action pane under this design, I need to have group, I need to have one grid. So this missing. So this will guide you while designing the form. So we have to follow this guide and develop the form. And so we need to have this action pane, group and a tab, and all has to be in this order. So first I will create, first I can set the property also in design. You can see you have to, we already set the properties for design. So I will follow this guide. So I have to add one action pane. Let me apply add action pane. We don't need to specify the data source property here as this will default from the design node. In design node we already specified the data source. Now again I will name it as action pane. So I will again go to the design node. So I have to add, now I will follow the guide, one group, new group. I will name it as custom filter group. So we will now have more to do for this control. If you see here, it is asking for pattern. So right click and I will apply pattern custom and quick filter. I will again name it as quick filter control. I will add this one in this. So if you follow the guide, here I have to add quick filter. New quick filter. So we will need to link this to our next control, that is the grid control. So we will complete this control a little later. Here we will link with target control. So right now we have not created the grid control. So first we will complete the grid control, then we will link this filter with that grid control. So for now, if you follow the guide in this, we have created this action pane group. Now we have to create the grid control. For that, right click, new. I have to select grid. So I will name it as grid. Data source property also I will specify. Save this. So in grid I have to drag and drop the fields which I want to display in the grid. So I have two options, either I can drag from here all the fields like this. Now you can see also in preview, see employee ID came. If I drag another table like gender, two columns added. Another option is I can create a table group, a field group in the table, and specify the data group property in this grid. So I will go to the table first, that is the recommended one. We should create the field groups. So let me create one field group with the name overview. This is the best practice. So we have created this overview and I can drag all these fields. So first option is I can drag these fields from data source to this grid. Another option is if I go in grid, here in properties, there is one property called data group. In data group, if I specify, see overview, automatically all these fields will be created in the grid design. See, all the fields are created. So now I left one property or one activity. In this quick filter I have to link this filter with this grid. So in target control I will select that grid. Now the filter will be applicable on this table. So now you can see we have created this filter and the grid in preview section. If I go in pattern, if I go in design, so everything is completed. So we have added all the required controls. If we see our guide, that is the pattern guide, there is no red marks. We have completed everything. So we have to double check the pattern pane for errors and then save the form. Now next we will create the menu item with the same name as the form and the same label as we used in the caption property. We used employee detail, so we use the same one, employee detail. We will create the menu item. So we have three menu items. One is the display menu item that we use for the forms. We have another menu item is output time that we use for the reports. So now if you see in this report also, we need two buttons. If I click on this form should open. So if I have to call any form, I have to use menu item of type display. So if I have to call report, then I will use output menu item. If I have to do some action based on the class, then there is a menu item known as action type. So we have three type of menu items: display type, output type, and action type. So we will create the display type menu item. So for each form we have to create the menu item. So for this form we have created this form. We will create the menu item for this form first. See display menu item, you can see display action output menu item. This menu item we have created, display type. Now we will use the same label, employee detail. We will select the object, fill detail. So we have created the menu item for this form. Now again we will go to that form. So in the preview, if we see, we have created this design. Now we will compare this to our layout. So we have created this form. Now to open the forms from this button, first we need to have these forms, then we will create the menu item display type, then we will link that display type menu item with this button. So this is our target area. So first we need to build these two forms. So let us create quickly one by one. First let me create the family detail form. We have to follow the same steps which we did for employee detail table. Drag data source. Now in the design I will apply the same pattern, simple list. So I'll follow this guide. Action pane. One thing I missed, that the caption. Details data source. The title data source the same we discussed. This will help to pop up the title fields on the form. We have set this property. Now action pane we created. Now we will again see our pattern. So now we have to add the group. So I am just following which we discussed while creating employee detail form. Again pattern, custom quick filters. So now if you see pattern for this control, we have to add quick filter control. So we have to just follow this pattern. You created. So target control property I have to set, but before that I have to create the grid one. The third control I have to add grid, then I can link this with the quick filter, new grid. And the grid will set the data sales property. So I have two options to add fields in the grid. Either I can drag and drop, another is from the field group. So I don't have that field group. I can create field group in this table. You can see what fields I need. I need name first, then relation, gender, birth date. Same sequence I will follow. I need name, relation, gender, birth date. We have created the field group. Now in my grid I will go with the data group property. Here I will select that full group. See, now the fields are added. Now I will go back to the quick filter control and set the target control to the grid control name. Where is the target control? Grid control. Now let us double check the pattern for errors. No errors. Now I will save the form. So I will create menu item for the same. Display type. Check property to MPL family. So I have attached the form which I just created in this menu item. So if you see our project area, we have created two menu items. First we created employee table form. Here employee detail, we created the menu item for that. Then employee family, also the employee family menu item is created. Now we have to create one more form, that is a salary detail form, and menu item for the same we will create. Same methods you have to follow. Weather table, empl salary, design, pattern, simple list. See the guide, you have to follow the guide. And first I will set the properties, caption, data source property, empl salary. One more property to set, title data source. With group, let me apply filter on this quick filter. So filter is missing. Quick filter control. So I will set this property later once I will create the grid section. Let me create the grid, new grid, data source property. I will do it here. So now I have other option also. Here I will drag and drop. So we have another option also to create the fill group, and I will attach the fill group here in data group property. So we need pay elements, amount. Now I will go back to quick filter control and set the target control property to the grid controls name. There is the grid. Double check the pattern for any errors. there is no error. Now I will save the form. So we have created a third form as well. Now I will create the menu item for this also. New display menu item pp score empl salary. Salary details. So to set object property to the form name, fill salary. So we have created our third menu item as well. So you can see here we have created 3 menu item and 3 forms. Now if we go back to our design, so we have created these 3 forms and 3 menu items also. Now what we have to do, we have to go back to our first form. We have to create 2 buttons. In that 2 buttons we have to specify, we have to attach the menu item for these forms. So if I click on this button, this form should open. If I click on this button, this form should open. So we'll create these buttons in our action pane and we'll attach the menu item. So now we will create these 2 buttons, this menu item type. So we'll go to the project area, we'll go to our employee detail form. Here in action pane we have to create 2 button. So let us create the button group. Underneath this we will create menu item button, family details, I will set this menu item name family, impl family. See now family detail button is visible here in the preview. Now let us create another button that is also menu item button for salary. Here we will link with salary detail menu item. See, now our desired layout is completed. You can see this and this is now almost similar. So we have finished the form development. Today we created 3 forms, 3 menu item. We have seen how to attach menu item to the menu item button. So our desired layout is completed. This we targeted and we completed this. Now one more thing we can see is that now we created menu item. So what we can do is that we can go to our table and we can attach our menu item to the form ref property. So the significance of this property we already explained in the property session. So I will attach this here also. Like this is very important property. We already discussed the significance of this property. So today we completed this form development. In the next video we will see menus and importance of relations, significance of relations in forms. See you all in my next lesson video. Thank you.